morning everyone, it's Yvonne here to do your What's Cracking reading. Still working off my iPad, so we'll do the best we can at the moment until I start really getting into the unpacking. Firstly, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I'd always appreciate each and every one of you and the support you give me, the beautiful messages you send me. I never get tired of those, so thank you for your support. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can go to www.theaussiegoddess.com. I do have some time available this week, otherwise it will be into next week. Hopefully I'm really back on board within the next week or so, but I'm sure we'll get there. We're going to use the Muse Tarot for your reading this morning. I feel like I want to say 1,000,001 things, but we'll just stick with this for the time being. I have had a lot of trouble with scammers over the last couple of months, I think because I was sort of laying low. Scammers on most social media platforms, so please be careful if you get approached. I do not approach you for readings, full stop. All right. Oh, I just love a reading when the Fool comes out first. The Fool is a card that talks about a brand new beginning. It's very often the ending of a cycle and the start of something new. So when we consider the major arcana, we start at the Fool, we end at the World. And that denotes a cycle of learning. So the Fool is about taking a leap of faith into the next phase of life. It's about, you know, throwing caution to the wind and just going for something. Of course, sometimes that can seem foolish, but the universe is saying to you here, it's time to take a leap of faith. It's time to go for something. There's been something that you've wanted to do for a really long time and perhaps you haven't approached it. The Fool tells me it's time. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups. Now, straight away I'm feeling there is a dream, an idea, something here that you've wanted to do. And for some unknown reason, you may have either been waiting for something to complete, or it may be that you've been waiting for the right time. And when the Seven of Cups comes in, the Seven of Cups is a card of, yes, of illusions, but it's also the card of dreams. It's the card of having lots of opportunities. It is the card of not really knowing what cup you're taking, but going for it anyway. So really opening yourself up. And I sort of get this beautiful feeling with this, that the universe is saying to you here, it's time to take that leap of faith. Whatever you want to do here, something that perhaps has really been calling you for a very long time, the universe is asking you to go towards it. All right, so I have the Five of Wands. So I see that there is reluctance here or hesitation. Now, the Five of Wands is very much a card of sort of going backwards and forwards on something, like the will, I, won't, I, do, I, don't, I sort of energy. Now, for some of you here, it could be like starting out on your own business. It could be taking an opportunity to go somewhere, go on a holiday, whatever it is. I can see that you're reluctant here with the Five of Wands, and there is some toing and froing. So with the Four of Wands here, I would say to you, if this is something that you are being offered that is going to open your world up, there is a lot of beautiful things coming your way. This is the card of stability. Now, for some of you, you maybe have been offered some commitment or something here, you know, an offer of relationship, of marriage, of a work situation, whatever it is here. The Four of Wands tells me here that this is going to be a really good outcome. It will bring you the stability that you're seeking. So ultimately, it looks like it's something really good. You have the Page of Cups coming through with the Tower. Wow. All right, so the Page of Cups talks about some sort of offer coming your way. So I feel like somebody's offered you something. Again, I can't discount the fact that it could be an offer of love with the cups here. But it could be just in relation to something you love or that you want to do. But whatever it is here, the offer is being made. The Tower tells me, and I have the Five of Pentacles behind here. Okay, so we have the King of Cups coming in behind that. So I feel like maybe this has something to do with somebody. King of Cups, Ace of Wands. Okay, so somebody is offering you a new beginning here. There is no doubt about that at all. Whether this is in what area of your life, it's like you're being offered something new. I feel like for some of you that you wanted this offer, or that you've been sort of placing yourself or positioning this offer, but now you're sort of perhaps wondering whether you have the capacity to do what is required of you, especially with the Tower and the Five of Pentacles here, because this sort of makes me feel here that there's something that you've wanted for a really long time and you really want to accept or move towards it, but there's a feeling here that you don't feel that you can make this happen, or that it's not going to work out the way you wanted it to. And I feel like the universe here is saying, just go for it regardless. So whatever it is for you, I feel you've been contemplating this for a while. Maybe just sitting around going, oh, you know, I really want to be a manager. I really want to be married. I really want to move in with someone, whatever it is. And you've thought about it a lot, and all of a sudden the offers come in, and now you're sort of like, do I have what it takes to make this happen? Because somehow or another there's self-doubt here with that sort of energy. And I feel like your doubts are not completely unfounded. I feel, you know, you probably have experiences that are making you feel that you can't make something work. But I also feel really strongly that whatever this is going to turn out well, regardless of what you do. But if it doesn't, you're fully prepared for anything here. All right, let's just get into the reading. All right, so I have the Nine of Pentacles coming through. See, you are fully prepared for whatever comes your way. It doesn't matter here. The Nine of Pentacles tells me you're in the right place. You're probably financially very comfortable. You may be in an extremely good job. But when I feel the Nine of Pentacles, although it feels to me, you know, quite a material card, it also makes me feel that you're content. That somehow or another this contentment is really sort of very strong here. Like you ultimately feel like you're in the right place to accept an offer. In fact, I see this woman with her arms open. I think you welcome in this offer, whatever it is. All right, so we have the Judgment card, the Awakening card. So for some of you, this may be a new opportunity, but for others of you, I feel like this could be an opportunity that either opened up for you in the past and you didn't take, or something from your past is giving you an opportunity to go at something again. I can't help feeling, though, this is more about where you are, especially with that Nine of Pentacles. For me, it feels like you're really in the right place with the Awakening card. So whatever this is that's coming towards you, this time around you're going to do things differently because you've been through some changes here, and that's evident with the Judgment card. And it's the card of saying to me, especially, that you're going into something more alert, more aware, more open to whatever comes your way. All right, so we have then the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So I always say the Page of Pentacles for me is always about some sort of gift from the universe. It's like the universe is saying everything is right, you're in the right place, right time, and here you go. This is your next step. A lot of material cards here. So a lot of pentacles. So I feel like for some of you this may be a new business. Maybe you've tried it before and it didn't work out so well. I feel like you're in a better state of mind, especially with the Awakening card here as well. You may be in a better place. Maybe it's something that came around before and you didn't feel that you could do it, or didn't feel you were up to the challenge, I want to say, with that Nine of Pentacles. But this time you're hitting the challenge head on. All right, so we have the Hanged Man coming through. Wow. With the World and the Temperance card. Now, I always say it's really interesting. I very often have major arcanas on the second row. And all major arcanas, not unusual for me at all. But we do have a heavy weighting of major arcana here. So I think it's a really significant point in your life here. Perhaps for some of you, you've separated from somebody and you're ready to start anew. But there's definitely a feeling with the Hanged Man here that you're sort of in a period of pause. And that Five of Wands sort of says to me that you may be sort of deliberating. So I may have caught you right in that space. The World card tells me that you've completed a cycle. So that's really evident with the Fool card here. So what I see here is someone who's looking at something from all perspectives. Like you're not ready to take this leap until you've looked at all the reasons why and why not. And even though you're ready to take a leap of faith, I feel like it's a somewhat measured risk, because there feels like this mitigation of risk. So it's like you're going through things, trying to work out, if I go this way, what would happen if I go that way? And the universe is saying, just go for it. It's something you've always wanted. The timing is right. There's divine timing here with the Temperance card. But there's like a completion of something right on the doorway to moving into a new energy here. All right, okay, so we have the Three of Wands coming through. Wow, with the Three of Pentacles. So for many of you here, this definitely could be thinking about engaging in a new relationship or ready for something new to come towards you. But for others of you, with this Three of Pentacles, again, feeling that sort of energy of a contract, of a soul contract. Whether this is a business you're starting up, especially with the Three of Wands as well, I've got this real energy of perhaps having an opportunity to work with someone or an opportunity to open a business up. There doesn't appear to be a lot of romance here. It's almost like, for me, feeling like somebody is embarking on a brand new endeavor. And with that Three of Pentacles, I can't help feeling that you've either found your life path or you're about to step into your life path. And this is something this time around that you are really, you have this sort of really good awareness of, you know where you're going, you know what you want. And this time, even though you're faltering a little, you know the direction you want to move in. Okay, so we have the King of Swords coming through, and I'll just clarify that with the Nine of Cups. That's such beautiful energy. The Nine of Cups making quite a lot of appearances in the readings at the moment. So the King of Swords could mean that you're moving forward with somebody who could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I actually feel this is an energy more than a person. Now, it could be that you are embarking on a legal career or a medical career, and maybe you've been doing something all the way along that really hasn't felt right to you, and maybe you're taking the opportunity to move in a brand new direction. But for me, this King of Swords energy feels more like having a new beginning with clarity this time. And that Nine of Cups tells me it's definitely something you've wanted. Whatever this is, I feel like some of you have really prepared for something here. So if it's love you're preparing yourself for, I feel like somebody is coming in towards you and you're beginning something brand new with someone here. This could be a brand new business that you're starting. And for others of you, you may be starting a family, and there may be a decision here. Maybe you've held off for a long while for whatever reason, but there's a decision here to go for it. And the Nine of Cups tells me it's going to be beautiful. Fool at the beginning, Nine of Cups at the end. Whatever it is, it's great. Okay, so we have the Fool card. So there's a leap of faith required here, whatever it is. All right, so I have the Seven of Cups. So I feel like there's some sort of dream or some sort of idea that you want to launch, and you're about to do that here. I feel like there is some sort of hesitation and deliberation here, but we have the Four of Wands next. I have the Ace between those, 4 to 5. So there's a very strong feeling here that that brand new beginning is coming towards you here. I do feel that somebody is making an offer, and although there is some fear and some perhaps cautiousness around that, I feel that you are ready here with this King of Cups to take on the next phase of your life, and there's the Ace. So whatever this is for you, I'm just going to get a little bit of clarification. I feel like I want to sort of dig a little bit deeper. Oh, I probably will be on for YouTube today, so look out for me if you've been watching the readings. I usually get on about midday. All right, so we have the Moon card coming through with the Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands, and the Sun. So I want to say to you, despite the fact you don't know what the future holds, despite the fact that you may be going into something really not being sure of what's further forward, there is a feeling here of self-sabotage or not trusting where you're going. And I feel like here with this Seven of Wands, the universe is saying to you, don't fight too hard against it. You know, if this is something you choose not to go forward with this moon because you can't see what's going on, the Sun is coming through here to show some light on this. But there is a feeling with this that you're holding very tightly and being overly cautious, whatever this is. There's sort of a lot of emotion here. So if this is a relationship for you, you may not be trusting yourself or trusting the other person in the way you should. And whenever I see the sun and the moon come out together like this, especially with those two cards in between, I feel like all will be revealed here. It's always that truth will set you free. There's a lot of happiness for you here, but you just can't see it yet. All right, let's pull you an oracle card. I felt this sort of energy of new opportunities opening up for people this year all the way through. Sometimes you just have to go for things even if you're not 100% sure that you're going to come out the other side looking really good. And I feel like that's what this card, loosen your grip. There you go. That's the energy I'm getting through with this. That's Seven of Wands energy. So the card of loosen your grip, and it talks about coping mechanisms, density, addiction, and letting God in. So opening yourself up. All right, loosen your grip. We're cyclic beings, and Mother Earth teaches us how to be human every day with the coming and going of the tides and the seasons. If you're clinging to anything, you're resisting the natural flow of who you are. The things we cling to are so often those we most need to let go of. The food, the substances, the relationships, the job, and the people pleasing. The things we cling to often cover up our most vulnerable space, to leave empty, the part we guard and don't let grace into. But by keeping that space covered with something that doesn't serve us, or clinging to it for fear of not staying of its own accord, we prevent ourselves from receiving the things that will. A Course in Miracles tells us whatever we leave empty, grace will fill. And the Buddha said you can only lose what you cling to. Indeed, both are true. If this card appears, you're being called to find the courage to loosen your grip and give up control, to release your coping mechanisms and leave space for grace and God to enter, to surrender all that feels dense to the divine. Loosening your grip doesn't mean that what you're clinging to will go away. It may, or it may stay, but you can be sure that what is for you will find you, and you'll breathe easier knowing that you've shifted from relying on your own strength to surrendering to the grace of life. I feel like that's a really good card for this reading, because I feel like here, this is why you're sort of hesitating, because you're holding on with this Seven of Wands. You're standing a little bit stubborn instead of releasing to the universe. I'll leave you with that. Thanks.